and thank you for pressing play. Welcome to A Beer with Bear or any other beverage. It is that time of the month, and we are at episode 41. And our guest for this week, we have the guitar boy himself, Bloodshot Bill. With me, as always, doing this thing, we have George, the producer.
Hello.
By the way, thanks again, buddy, for making that phone call and getting the power turned back on at my place.
You gotta start paying your bills.
I'd offer you something to drink, but everything in my fridge is kind of cold. It's kind of warm now.
Disgusting.
You can find us anywhere podcasts are heard. iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Republic, we're on all of them, and SoundCloud.com, and YouTube. If you like what you hear, please support the show. Tell a friend, tell a lover, subscribe to this show, hit those stars, and if you're on iTunes, please don't be shy. Leave a comment, leave a review. It doesn't take long, and it really helps the show. You can write anything. Literally, write the word anything. We don't care. Like us on Instagram under Beer with Bear Pod, and Facebook under Beer with Bear Pod, and Twitter at, you guessed it, Beer with Bear. All right, let's do it. From Montreal, Canada, we have one of rockabilly's finest, Bloodshot Bill. This episode was recorded the day after 4th of July in the smoking lounge at the Harvard and Stone Bar in Hollywood, California. I got it right. I just know there's a place next to Jumbo's Con Room, you know, I guess because I'm sleazy. It was kind of cramped, it was kind of hot, conditions were against us, so we kept it kind of short. Actually, we kept it really short. We talked about John Waters, from Los Luggage, to collaborations with other groups. Ooh, and towards the end, Becky, the singer from Los Blancos, kind of joined in. That was kind of cool. All in all, it was pretty... He's a really nice guy. I'm glad we got him on the show. Graphic design by Jeremie Fletcher. Theme music by Hellking. Thank you very much, and enjoy. How's your hand there? I know you put your hand in some mustard?
It was disgusting, yeah. I watched it. I don't know what it is, if it was mustard or not. It was very mustard-like.
It was under a bench.
Under a bench in this fucking, right next to the... Can I swear? It was next to the garbage.
Oh, you can swear all you want, dude.
Fuck, shit, fuck, next to the garbage.
You want to say. No, this is a weird environment. Okay, yeah, one more.
You're allowed 17.
Let's describe this place we're at right now. We're in a smoking lounge at, what's this bar called?
The Harvard and Stone.
Yeah. I was asking you yesterday. You said it was I don't remember.
It was a something and something. I remembered that. You know, I forgot it. Yeah.
Are you feeling better from the last time I talked to you?
Yes. When did I talk to you? When I was a couple days yesterday. Yeah, I was really sick. I got sick at night. I don't know what happened. And
was it some bad food? Some hangover?
I don't know. And no one else got sick from the food, but my symptoms were very food poisoning-like. But I don't think it was that. But I overdid it. Everything in moderation, people.
Yeah, I thought at first I woke you up. I'm like, it was awkward when I called you, right? Because I didn't know whose phone it was. Since you're traveling, you can't bring your phone out here, I guess, right?
I do have my phone. I just use it for Wi-Fi. I know there's plans to get you can use your phone and your text, but I don't bother with it. I just hook up to Wi-Fi whenever I can get it.
Yeah, so I was calling you from two different phones. One was Roger's.
Yeah, right.
And the other guy's phone number you gave me, I didn't know his name, so I called like, is Bloodshot Bill there? I felt awkward saying that.
That's my friend Chris. He's right there behind you.
Oh, okay, cool. You're the one I talked to on the phone.
He's my bodyguard. Christophe.
Yeah.
He's my money handler.
Yeah, it felt a little weird calling you.
Christophe, pay for this painting.
Yeah, I felt like, you remember back, because kids don't know these days. Now you meet a girl, you just text her. But back when we were younger, we had phone calls. You remember you call a girl you like for the very first time? You're like, hi, is so-and-so there? And her big brother answers or something. So I wasn't sure. I got a hello. I'm like, oh.
I have a crazy story about that if you want to hear.
I want to hear it.
Okay. So I used to date this Jewish girl. I dated a lot of Jewish girls.
Why?
Because there were so many Jewish girls at my school. That's just the way it was, the neighborhood or whatever. And this one, she lived like right down the street from me, so I would pop over there every afternoon, after school. But she always told me, she's like, because her parents were really like, you can't go with anyone except a Jewish boy, like that's why I'm making the point that she's Jewish.
Oh, I got you.
And so there was that. So she told me if I ever called the house and somebody else answered, she said to say my name was Joshua.
Joshua,
yeah. So that, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Why Joshua?
Because I guess it's a Jewish name. I don't know. I don't know why. Her parents.
Oh, I see.
Parents are dickheads.
How often do you come to LA?
I used to come quite often, like once a year at least, and we were talking. I think it's been 2 years since I actually came last.
Okay, I know you were banned for a while, right? What happened with that?
I got unbanned, and I'm back.
Was there a story?
It's been like 5 years. Yeah.
Was there a story with that though? Why were you banned?
There's no story. Hanging out with this guy here, and no, there's no big story.
No debauchery, no.
None of it. None of it. You'd be so disappointed. You'd be like, "Wow, how boring is that?
Well,
why am I talking to this guy?"
I want to hear it.
Nothing. It's like paperwork stuff.
Oh, that is boring.
Because I come from North America, you know, so I need all the paperwork to get into North America.
All right, so you lost your luggage. I saw that you posted that.
Yes, I did. I flew out about a week ago to Vancouver to get to the West Coast, and then caught a bus down to Seattle right as soon as I landed, and my luggage didn't come, and I went to Seattle. You know, I'm moving around every day. They can't catch up with me, and I don't know.
What have you been doing with clothing? You wearing the same
I just told them to now send it. It's been over a week, and I told them to just send it back home because I'll be home Saturday. So.
Oh, okay. We've been borrowing clothes from people?
Not really borrowing. People have given me clothes and hair grease, and one of my friends, even, he sells records. He brought me a bunch of my records to sell because my merch was in my luggage too, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So I ain't got much merch, and then that's it. Everything I'm wearing now today, I just bought it today though. Finally.
Okay.
What I got a couple days left. I finally start buying clothes.
I was kind of hoping, you were borrowing some random clothing, or maybe that you.
The first night I did. I borrowed my friend. He brought me a couple shirts, and he lent me one that he wanted back. So I figured I'd get his dirty that he wanted back, and then keep the clean clothes for the road.
That scene from Pulp Fiction.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. You can wear shorts.
Somebody
shirt.
posted that as a comment on one of the things where it was written that I had no luggage. Yeah.
I could picture you wearing like a T-shirt of a sports team you don't really like, or maybe
pretty much. You know, the T-shirt of the bar, the radio station we played at. They gave me T-shirts, and you know, I'm running around in tennis shoes and T-shirts. It's not, you know. It's a little different for me, but it's cool.
You still look good. I see your hair's still combed. You got the button up still, so that worked out. So are you on tour right now, or just like a one-off show?
I guess I'm on tour, yeah.
Where were you before you hit LA? I know you were up in Oakland.
I came from, to go backwards, I was just up in Oakland, and then was in Portland, Seattle, and a couple days before that, I was on the East Coast doing a whole 2 weeks over there, yeah.
Okay. I saw that show you were in Oakland, the one with John Waters?
Yeah, he was a host.
That's a cool show.
The Burger Boogaloo.
What was that show called? Tell us about it.
It was called the Burger Boogaloo. I guess it was the 5th one they've had in Oakland. Burger Records, you know. And lots of different bands. Iggy Pop played, X, the Buzzcocks, and like Shannon the Clams. Who else? Guitar Wolf. A lot of. It was really fun. We played outside. You know, it's an outdoor thing in a park. It was a lot of fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I saw some of the footage. And one thing about Iggy Pop, it's cool, is if he does lose his luggage, he's okay because he doesn't wear his shirt anyways.
Can't pass security with peanut butter. Yeah.
No, I know.
Intro you ever had by John Waters?
Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, what do you say in that intro exactly?
He said a bunch of super cool, funny things like.
I love this next act. He's been banned from entering the U.S. for 5 years, and I can't find out why. Maybe his band can tell me the reason tonight. He designed his own brand of hair grease. See, and like Roy Orbison with a head injury, they've been called insane, sweaty, psycho trash, and a standout presence in the obscure music world. But the one thing that really impresses me, he spits. I always found that attractive when men spit. It's hawking a loogie is just plain sexy in my book. He's red hot with blue balls. Yep. I call him with great respect, Stink Ray. One critic said his joyful, sinister voice injects a potent syringe of weirdness. All right, it's like he's speaking in tongues. Let's shoot up our ears tonight with a real thing, a big dose of Bloodshot Bill.
The one I didn't get, he liked that I spit. The one thing I didn't get, he said, he's red hot with blue balls.
Oh, my God.
I didn't really totally get that.
Maybe you know something you don't know.
Nah, no, man. I don't let it get to that stage. Blue.
Yeah, you can't let it phase it, you know. You can't be intimidated.
It gets blown before it's blue.
Whatever.
Did you get to hang out with him at all? I saw you took a picture with him. Was just one picture? You were actually backstage with him?
Very briefly, you know. He's we talked a little bit, but it wasn't like. He always seemed like he was busy going off to the next stage, you know, and like to MC and you know. So I didn't want to interrupt him too much and be like a total. I was having some drinks, so I didn't want to be like, like you know. So.
Cry baby.
Yeah. We talked a little bit, and I thanked him for the nice intro, and we took a picture, and yeah.
Awesome. Well, you know what? We've been talking to you for a little while. For those listening who don't know, we're talking to Bloodshot Bill. You want to play a track from you? From Bloodshot Bill?
Sure. What do you want to play?
What do you want to hear? Something rocking. Something. One of your
my
favorites.
songs?
Yeah, one of your songs.
We'll always have each other.
We always have each other.
Yeah. Off of Shook Shake.
That song.
It's a Kenny Rogers song, and it's Kenny Rogers' first song that he ever did. It's a rockabilly song, you know. It's a really cool song, and his band, it seems like they don't know what's going on in the song, but they know totally what's going on. It's really cool, and I love the song, so I recorded it too. More people need to know about that song.
Definitely. Well, now they'll know. They'll hear the cover, and then hopefully they'll go back and listen to it.
Go look for it, yeah.
All right. So what do you do when you're out here for fun?
They won't only think of Kenny Rogers as Lady. I'm your night.
So when you're out here, you're probably a food guy, I would take it, right? Judging by some of the pictures when
I like to eat.
Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you mess with when you come to a town? Do you go for steak? Are you a fried chicken guy?
Any town or come to this town? What do you mean?
Well, how about this? Well, your go-to with any town. What's your first go-to?
My favorite food is spaghetti, so I'll depending on how I feel, I'll get that. Depending on where I am, I'll go for a little more. I'm down here in L.A. I tried to have some Mexican food. I don't even think I had any yet, but I had. I don't know. I'm always easy.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm always looking for good Chinese food, and sometimes it's tougher to find than you'd think.
Oh, good Chinese food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very bland. So
we're kind of spoiled back home in Montreal. We got a lot of good everything. Like there's a good whatever you want. They got a good.
What's your favorite town?
you know, you like this kind of food, you like that kind of food, you'll find great fucking places.
Okay, freaking. What's that popular cuisine you have in Canada? The with gravy and fries. Yeah.
Poutine, yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone asks you about that, right? Whenever.
Yeah.
It's the most common thing.
In Seattle, they were asking, how do you pronounce it? Poutine or Poutin? I was like, well, Poutine, because Poutin means slut in that French, you know. So you don't want to.
Yeah.
Not gonna be ordering that everywhere.
Awesome. What else are you doing? Do you do any record shopping while you're out here?
I did. On my way out, you know, I scored really good in Detroit last week. Really good.
Oh, what'd you get? Tell me about it.
I got a lot of great records for like a buck, like Rockin' R's and the cellos and shit. What else was in there? Marvin Rainwater. Eddie Cochran. Like there were really great records, all for $1, and they play great.
Were they? Oh, they're obviously used though, right?
They were used, of course, yeah.
I'm like thinking, oh wow, were they new? Were they all shiny? Because you said they play great, but that was just a stupid question on my part.
Vernon Ray, yeah, Link Ray. There were so many, yeah.
How was your show last night, the 4th of July one?
Really fun. It was at this place called Resident. Real neat little place, you know. They had Airstream bars and one on the roof, even I think, and. Really cool, really nice people and staff.
Good turnout?
Good turnout, and it was just really fun.
Is 4th of July like a holiday you guys celebrate up north where you're from?
No, that's for you guys. That's for, we have the 1st of July.
I know, but I'm just wondering.
That's Canada.
For example, like America will like kind of incorporate some countries' holidays. Like, for example, St. Patrick's Day. I don't even know if it's a real holiday out there, but out here we use it. We wear green, so I figure maybe in Canada you guys might wear red, white, and blue and like eat a bunch of fast food and pretend like you're American.
We wear red and white and blue. Because red and white is Canada and blue is Quebec, where I'm from. So that's how that works. Yeah.
All right. So how'd you get into music growing up? Were you always playing guitar?
No, I wanted to, and then I found out it was too hard, so I started playing drums instead. And then I played drums for a long time, and then it was fun. And then I wanted to do my own songs and stuff, and like play a certain other kind of music. So I started learning guitar when I was like 20 or something, 21 maybe even.
21.
Kind of late, you know, or I don't know. I don't know if it's late, but it's never too late.
It's a good age, 21. If you're like 51, it might be kind of late, you know, like you're on your way to retirement. Like,
yeah.
You gotta get a guitar and get a Harley.
You already have arthritis and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Arthritis is real. I think I'm getting arthritis, and I'm paranoid. I'm not
You
that
look pretty young.
I know, but I got some pain in my hands. Someone told me I got to switch hands. I don't know if that means anything, but I have this pain in my left hand.
You have to switch hands?
Yeah.
You got to be a lefty now?
They're making a dirty joke.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Please explain it to me.
No, I don't want. This is a family show.
It'll be funnier. It's not a family show. Shit, fuck. Cunt.
Okay. So I noticed your guitar on your picture, in the picture you posted, right? You playing a guitar. Is there a story with that guitar? I noticed it looks really old. The guitar I guess your guitar with the Trashman written
right,
on it.
yeah. What do you want to know about it?
Well, I want to know if there's a story behind it, because it has like an old look to it.
I got it from a friend of mine. I mean, it looked like that with the paint stripped, whatever, and I don't think they sold them like that. I think there was paint and it got stripped. And I brought it across the border. People have been like, is this homemade? Or like whatever. But it's a K Galaxy, and I love it, man.
No, it's cool. I noticed.
I bought another one. I bought it off a friend of mine, and I love it so much. I didn't use it for like 10 years. I used this other guitar, and then that guitar died. And I was like, I need another main guitar to bring on the road, and I picked it up. I was like, I have this one. Felt great. I'm like, why didn't I use it before? And so I've been using that one for a long time. That I bought another one as a kind of a backup. And it's cool, but it doesn't feel the same, eh? Like, you have one for a long time, you really get into it.
Okay. So after you stopped playing drums, you decided, I'm 21, I'm going to get a guitar, fuck it. What was some of the stuff you started out playing with? Were you always playing rockabilly?
That's a great line. I'm 21, get a guitar, fuck
man.
it.
Yeah, you're 18, you buy porn and cigarettes. You're 21, you buy a guitar and a beer.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I don't know the drinking age up in Canada.
18.
Oh, it's
18 for us, 19 in Ontario.
Yeah, I don't know much about Canada, except you have weird zip codes.
Americans come up to Canada a lot because we're right by the border. Well, where I am, Montreal, we're right by the border of New York, and Americans come up quite a bit for the drink. For when they turn 18, or they can go drink earlier, and they go for the strip clubs too, because it's all full contact up there. I don't know what they got south of the border now, but back then they were like, I don't know. Maybe they've loosened up the.
Well, no, it's
But
full
they
contact.
they used to come right in for those fucking. No pun intended.
Well, no, they have a. Oh shoot, this is a family show.
Oh shoot, no pun intended.
Shit balls cock. I'm joking. No.
No pun intended.
Well, we're talking about strip clubs, which I know about. Out here, it's full contact, but they don't sell alcohol, which doesn't make much of a difference anyways, because outside everyone's drinking in the parking lot. They pregame, then they go inside the strip club. You could buy a soda or non-alcoholic beer inside there.
Wow.
Yeah, but then the strip clubs that have
How do they
alcohol-
expect you to spend all your money? You got to get drunk and be like, another dance or whatever. Like,
No, that's why you come in drunk.
well, yeah. Okay.
And then what's it called? And then the ones that actually do sell alcohol, it's only topless only. I guess they figure if there's
Weird.
Yeah, I guess they figure if there's no panties.
They
you're
have to
gonna lose
hire
your
less
mind.
less security.
Nah, security's probably about the same. Then again, why am I talking about strip clubs? You're an interesting guy. Let's talk about something else.
What's going on with the Tandoori nights? I saw that video.
Yeah, we did some more recordings lately, but Con lives in Germany. So the last records we made was because he was in Montreal for a while doing some family stuff. So we got to hang out a lot more. So until then, we'd like to do another album and do a tour. Yeah, but yeah, we talked about that.
Well, for those listening who don't know, tell us about this band. This is your main band besides your solo stuff, right?
Not really. There's so if you know the band King Khan and Barbecue, it's two guys, King Khan, and Barbecue is Mark Sultan. Yeah, so I do a band with King Khan called Tandoori Nights, and it's kind of like our Indian band and stuff, and then with Mark
I like that, the
Sultan
Ding
Barbecue, I do a band called the Ding Dongs, and yeah.
That's some good names. Let's play.
And I have a funny story. But I remember you told me Deke was your last guest or whatever.
Yeah, Deke Dickerson.
So Deke and Mark, I don't know if they look alike. I don't totally see it, but some people have seen it because I've heard it a couple times. And Deke told me we were all at the Norton party, 2011. They had like a big weekender, and they're there, and this girl walks up to Deke and is like, "Can you spank me?" And he's like, whoa, and like, and I guess she's already bent over and stuff, and she turns around and is like, "You're Mark Sultan, right?" He told me that.
That was good.
Let's play a song from the Nights.
We won't let Tandoori play on the bandstand. We won't let me on the baby side. But now we just play the song, so we cannot sing a song on the bandstand. Oh, well, I know it's almost silly driving all the way to Philly. We didn't stop at all since we left Montreal. I'm packing 2 guitars and this is all to the car. 2 guitars and this is all to the car. We didn't stop at all since we left Montreal. Oh, well, I know it's almost silly driving all the way to Philly. On the log just to meet the car. But he won't let Tandoori play on the bandstand. He won't let me on the baby side. And now we didn't play the song, so we cannot sing a song on the bandstand. Now, well, we got a good beat, you can dance to it. When the kids heard the sound, they all got down. We want to sing a song and not music. We want to sing a song and not music. When the kids heard the sound, they all got down. Oh, well, we got a good beat and you can dance to it. On the lawn to the meeting floor. We won't let Tandoori play on the bandstand. Rock. on through the car. Guitars and this is talking through the car. No, we didn't stop at all since we left Montreal. Oh, well, I know it's all Philly, driving all the way to Philly. On the long to the meeting floor. But he won't let Tandoori play on the bandstand. He won't let me go home, my baby. So we didn't drink his mom, so we gotta sing a song on the bandstand. I guess the Billy and the Bobo for on this viola for the bandstand. If you do not get it right, then it's gonna be a fight on the bandstand.
So what other little projects you have going on besides that? I know you did some stuff with Shannon and the Clams.
I did some stuff with just Shannon, not Shannon and the Clams, just Shannon from Shannon and the Clams. We did a little collaboration. I did some recording recently with the 5-6-7-8s. We're gonna put out a single with that. It's gonna be awesome. I have a band back home called the Hiccups, which is kind of like a simple 3-piece rockabilly thing, you know. But we recorded a bunch of stuff live and just, you know, I think it sounds great, so why not put it out, you know?
You don't mind if I sit like this, right?
I hope. Do you mind? You're sitting where the garbage goes out and people just piss all over the place.
I looked around. There's no mustard. I'm hoping there's no urine. It smells more like stale beer than urine, so I'm in an awkward position. I was on my knee and it's starting to go numb.
I'm not doing your laundry.
It's a podcast, so we're sitting in a nice studio right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have another Fresca.
Awesome. What's next for you coming up? Any new albums? Any?
Well, yeah, I got a lot of traveling. I guess it's still summer and stuff, and more music. Probably a full length and some singles, you know, and
possible collaboration with Cool Keith.
Collab with Cool Keith. If you're listening, KK, let's get on that.
All right, cool. Well, when you're not playing music, what do you do for work? Do you have a 9 to 5? Or?
I do not have a 9 to 5. I have kids, so when I'm at home, I'm like, I'm trying to wrestle with them. And
I see you have a daughter. She plays music too.
She likes to sing, and she likes to bang on the drums. Yeah, but yeah.
All right, cool.
It's not much of a focus yet. It's more just like, every now and again she'll bump into that. Yeah.
And most kids are playing with Legos. They want to go on a swing, but like, no, I want to play drums and sing with my dad. That's
there's she does all those other things too, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
What else do you do with your free time? How do you unwind? Are you a Netflix kind of guy, or?
I don't get. When you got kids, you don't really have a lot of time to just sit around watch a movie unless you do it late at night, and then you hate yourself in the morning. But I just like to relax. I like to cook. I like to make a meal that I like. I like to cook and eat, and then I like to read comic books and.
Oh, okay, you're a comic guy.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, I'm not just that. I read books too. Not the comic books and books.
Yeah, but comic books, it's comic books. It sounds funner or more enjoyable.
Yeah, and when it comes to books, I usually like music, biographies, kind of things like that. I don't know what else I do. I love hanging out with my kids. That's just it.
All right, you're talking
going
about
swimming.
Food, what's your best dish? Spaghetti?
No, but yeah, of course. The most frequented. Yeah.
What are you drinking there? Just random beer.
You bought it for me.
I asked for a Pepsi. Give me that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Olympia beer.
Olympia beer, yeah.
Yeah, Becky was saying.
It's okay. As soon as I walked in, some guy gave me a bottle of mezcal. He's like, we're doing a promotion here tonight. Nice to meet you, Bill. Here's a bottle. He's like, yeah.
What about pre-show rituals? Before every single show, do you have like a pre-show ritual you do?
Not really. I usually have a drink or a smoke, and that's it.
Oh, really? You don't like, how, for example, you'll see...
Try to take a piss, so I don't have to go during the show.
You'll see like pop stars like get in a circle and start praying,
Yeah, well...
You don't do that?
No.
Oh, man, okay, I gotta sit down, sorry.
Go, guy, go.
Yeah, I gotta fucking... So who do you know out here? Any other bands that you play out? Not just play with, but like know out here in California
Becky.
/ LA? Yeah, Becky, get over here. Becky, introduce yourself.
You don't know anybody out here, do you?
I don't know. I know some people. I don't know who I know. Well, Mary and you and
You don't marry me, but we never got to
who else?
play
There's
together.
Shorty and those guys. Deke and them live out here. Big
Dude,
Sandy.
Deke, I've opened for Deke a million times, but Deke doesn't know who I am.
Okay.
He's not cool like you, Billy.
Wow.
All right, so before I got here, I was mainly warming up to come see your show by listening to your new album, Guitar Boy.
Okay.
It's a pretty good one. It's a couple good tracks off that one.
Thanks.
How long did that take to record?
It's like I didn't like be like, hey, I'm recording a new album and like let's go do it. It's more like I had songs and I had new songs and I had older songs and that's always what I do is I just have a bunch of songs from whenever and I just pick from them and throw them on if they kind of work.
Okay, how do you do your writing though? Are you inspired by some of the books you read possibly, or maybe some of the maybe movies, maybe personal events?
Maybe all that stuff. Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Probably. I mean, everything's a fucking influence to anybody. Even if you don't know it is an influence, unless you're specifically going, I'm doing this because I saw that movie or whatever.
Did you when you write, do you write the music first or you write the lyrics first?
I do both, I guess. Both. Yeah, I do both.
Well, no, because sometimes, for example, I know some bands they do it differently. Like, one person will write lyrics, and you write music based on the lyrics, or sometimes.
Right.
It totally depends. The song kind of writes itself. Like, you'll have like a little, like, the thing will pop into your head, and you're like, you're like, yeah, that'll be a thing,
Yeah.
And then sometimes the thing pops into your head, and you're like, no,
Yeah, I'll either write lyrics down and then figure out the music for it, or vice versa.
Yeah, 'cause I know
it
usually-
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll start with a riff or something. Oh, this sounds like it might be about, and like, yeah, it sounds like a country ghost, or it sounds like.
However it happens, it happens. Yeah.
That's honestly why I love watching you perform, because you just seamlessly go in and out of whatever it is you want to do.
Right.
The beauty of the one-man band.
That's the beauty of the one.
Ooh, complete control. Like, nobody's gonna, you'll just decide. How does it feel? Like, even last night, you started, and you're like, I'm gonna do this song, and then you're like, it's not right.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this
I think I was playing like a ballad, and we started joking around for like a few minutes.
Exactly, and you have the option to do that. You
Yeah.
don't have to adhere to a set list. It's really nice.
It is nice.
You know,
Here tonight, they asked me for a set list. They're like, it would be great if our sound man had a set list of your show.
It's good for one
I
band.
had to sign a thing earlier at the bar telling me like if I broke ripped up any of the furniture or anything.
Is that
I don't do it, like all this stuff.
Is that the thing you were reading earlier with the candlelight?
Yeah, that I signed at the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that you had a candlelight. Like,
First, I play a lot. I played a lot of places. First time I've ever had to sign anything like that. I swear to God. Yeah.
okay, so.
Oh, could I just mention something now?
Absolutely.
To promoters out there, don't ask to call on the phone. Promoters, if you're booking a show, have you ever booked a show with a phone? So it's always by email, I book all these shows, and the two times somebody's been like, call me, we got to talk about this. It's always been trouble. So don't. Bands, that's my advice to any bands out there. If they ask to call, fuck off, cancel the show. I'm playing in the park instead. Like, fuck it.
That is perfect advice to artists. Keep your receipts. That's why I don't answer phone calls from shit. I fucking text them. I get a text so that I have the terms in. That's true too. I'm really not gonna answer a call about.
Always sketchy on the phone.
Yeah,
I need it in writing, and we're lucky enough to live in a digital age where it's easy enough for them to reach out to you on Facebook or whatever. And
yeah, usually when they want to call you, it's because they're trying to tell you that.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about booking a show. It's always been
I'm a
like.
musician too. I remember that whenever they call you, it's okay. We can't pay you as much as we wanted, or we got this equipment, but not adequate. It's always bad news.
yeah, I don't.
They're always trying to convince you like of something, and you're like they're like a car salesman at that point. Like you're like, dude, fuck.
Look, if you got a backpedal out of paying money, like you're in the wrong line of work. Like, just get out. Seriously.
Anyways, it's just a weird thing to me.
That's the sad truth. And the thing is, like, I'm not anywhere near the level that Bill is on. Bill's been doing it for many more years.
I'm at least a foot taller than her.
You're definitely a foot taller than me, and you come across the same shit. And if anything, like I was telling you earlier, like you getting banned from the States by way of like paperwork and fucking bureaucracy was like a huge red flag for like my entire band. We're like, no, we're not telling anyone anything. We'll never tell you anything because
You guys are so easy to come up to Canada now. You need nothing. I still, in North America, need a fucking paperwork out the fucking
Wait,
we don't even want
A-dog.
but to go to Canada, don't you need a clean record, no felonies? I know for Canada you need no felonies, right? Just to get up there, and ID, no felonies.
They don't like DUI Canada for some reason. For some reason, that's the bitch for them. They're like DUI or like whatever. Like they hate it. I had a DUI like 27 million years ago. We're not letting you in. We're gonna have to pull you over. Or like they hate it. I don't know why. It's like the craziest thing.
instant liability.
Hey, Becky, since you're kind of hanging out in the podcast, would you want to play a song from your band, Los Blancos?
I want to play a song from my band.
You're hanging out. Seems like you're part of the episode. What do you want to hear?
Yeah, I don't know. If you were gonna do Los Blancos, I suppose you did. Don't go away.
If you leave me tonight, I know why. I know why. Them fish that sea shines brighter than me. I could try and be different now. Oh, but my darling, I don't know how. And I will all my life for the pain to subside, rushing in with the tide. There's nowhere to hide for love. Don't go away.
New Los Blancos is not yet available because we're writing it right now. So Don't Go Away is the thing. The video with the puppet.
If you could just play this song that's not recorded
the
yet.
puppet with a fucking mustache.
Puppet with a fucking mustache. Yeah. The moral of the story is like if someone doesn't love you, you just murder them.
I saw that you were dancing with the
Kids,
puppet.
if you're listening,
I think one of the cool things about a one-man band is you don't have to worry about a setup with the rest of the band members. You know, it's just all on you. You know, say your drummer's taking too long, or your guitarist is taking too long.
but yeah. And I end up always taking too long.
But then sometimes you show up and shit.
I read the funniest review. It was just from that burger thing I was just at, and I read it today, and it was like, much in the way you would amble an old drunk blues singer to the stage just so he could fulfill his duty. Bloodshot Bill, like whatever was very loose about getting ready, or like something like it was really funny. I thought it was like, okay, I think somebody understands. Yeah. Whatever, fuck. You're gonna get up there. You're gonna do it. Fuck, it's gonna happen.
Fucking back hurts, dude.
God,
For
so
sure.
what? It takes two minutes. You had to listen to a DJ play another. If a DJ's playing good music, I mean, bonus, like, you know. If it's shitty music, I understand you want it to switch, or like whatever you want to see.
I saw the video of you playing last night. Do you always play with no shoes on, or is that just because it was hot?
When I play,
Like, it's hot. You can't take your shirt off, so I'll take my shoes off.
I was getting dollar bills last night. I'm gonna take something else off tonight. You remember that?
Secrets.
That was, I don't know, I forgot how that started, but
I think you just shook your ass a little.
now I didn't do anything like that. And
I kind of wish I saw it, and I should have gone to the show.
I always play. I always do it barefoot when I'm playing sitting down, and when I'm standing up, I move around more, so I usually keep my shoes on. Because I'll step in places like where we're fucking sitting here.
Yeah, you don't want to step in fucking mustard.
Dude. Send that shit to the lab.
All right, then. Well, we're going to close this out because it's been a little while now. So we're going to go ahead and close this podcast out. A message to the fans, to the listeners.
Do some
new
hard
fans.
editing on this. Hey?
Oh, no, for sure. You have a message to your fans and listeners back home and in America.
Hey, everyone. Blah, 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 blah. Have fun. Eat potatoes. Go home.
All right, some wise words from Bloodshot Bill. This is Beer with Bear. Thank you very much.
Thank you.